All right, before we begin, you should have two contrasting colors in front of you, which are the complementary colors. And you're gonna have a pan at your desk. There's gonna be one pan, so everybody's gonna share at every table. And when you get your pan, it barely fits on the small contrasting square, so you have to really kind of center it, and it's right there. Once you have it centered and you feel like it's not hanging off the paper, you're ready to begin. All you do is keep it steady. I feel like it's pretty centered. Maybe scoot over just a tad, and then, ooh, maybe a little bit more. All right, cool. And then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start drawing and tracing the circle, making sure it's not hanging off, and making sure that circle doesn't slide off the paper here. Boom, I'm done. What I'm gonna do next is pretty simple. You just cut on the lines. Not brain surgery here. All you gotta do is just get that scissors open, shut, just like that, and just cut on the line right there. All right, I'm gonna speed this up so we can fast forward. All right, guys, after you have your circle nice and cut out, it's time to fold it. When we fold it, you're gonna fold it about 4 ways. So first fold is like a taco. Boom, making sure it lines up. Don't let it hang off the paper, and crease it down the center. That's halfway. Then we're gonna fold it 1 and 2 other ways. So actually it's not 4, it's 3. So you're gonna fold it 3 times. And when we fold the second time, it's very important to understand that you're folding it not all the way over, but just kind of halfway there where it's equal to the other end. So I'm looking, as I'm trying to fold it, I'm just kind of, you know, experimenting to see what looks like, if it's even or not. And as I scoot it up, that's kind of too much. If I scoot all the way up here, this side does not look the same as that. What you think of like a pie, maybe scoot it back a little bit. That's still kind of, boom, that's perfect. I think that's a good way to fold it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and crease it right there. So if you look closer, this flap is equal to this opposite flap next to it. So don't make it all the way over here. Don't make it too small. Make sure it's nice and even to that opposite flap. And then when you're done with that and you feel like it's creased nice and good, you go ahead and you just kind of fold the other piece over, just like that. Boom. Now there's a little problem here. It looks like I made it too long and it's starting to fold over. You see that? We don't want it to look like that, so I need to just scoot it back just a tad bit so I don't have it all crunched up. And now I think it looks pretty good. Boom. Now we got equal flap, everything's folded nice and equally. It is time to draw 2 shapes on every single side. You've got 1, 2, 3 sides. So 2, 4, 6. You're gonna have 6 shapes all together that you're gonna draw out. What kind of shapes are you gonna draw? You're gonna draw geometric and freeform shapes. When we get our pencil here, geometrics, those are like squares, circles, rectangles. I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2. So this is half of a triangle. Maybe half of a circle will look good too, because you know when you cut it out, it's gonna turn into a circle once we open it up. Maybe on the other side, I'm gonna draw some rectangles that are long and skinny. Why not? Maybe another rectangle, maybe a little shorter this time. And then, oh, well that's 2 on that side, 2 on this side, so I can move on to the opposite side. And when we do that, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can watch. Maybe I'll just do a little free form here that looks kind of like maybe like a blade of grass or something. I'm not sure what that looks like, but that's definitely a free form shape because I can't identify it. It's irregular. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a little blob shape here. Boom, I'm all set. Looks good. I've got 2, 4, 6 different shapes on here. It's time for me to cut out, so let's go ahead and start. All right, guys, I'm done cutting out. I have 2 separate piles here. One pile is the shapes that were folded, and the folded parts were right here on these 2 sides of my my little triangle looking piece. So these can go to the side. We don't need these. The ones that have a fold, this is what the fold looks like. We don't need shapes that have folds. You can put those to the side. What we do need are the shapes that are individual. So the shapes that you can sit there and count and not fold, that's what we do need. So keep them in a nice neat pile because you're gonna have to arrange them onto your other piece of paper very, very soon. Now we're gonna put those to the side because we need those, but the other ones, the folded ones, you can put into the scrap pile. All right, now it's time to open up this radial balanced circle we originally made. You're gonna open it up, boom. We've got some radial balance here. Everything is the same and it's gravitating to the center point. We get our contrasting color that you originally had area, and keep it nice and balanced in the center of that contrasting color. You get your glue and you pretty much put glue all over the edges. All right, guys, we got the glue on the back of our little radial balance circle. Make sure it's all along the edges. Flip it over, and like I said, it has to be in the center. This is the first thing you glue down, making sure it is dead in the center. Arrange those little pieces of paper back where they came from. And so what you're gonna do is, like, for example, this little shape that I created is right here. It would have fit right there. So what I'm gonna do is kind of make it fit again and then flip it over. all you got to do is arrange it first. Put it back to where it was originally. Like I'm looking, it's like a puzzle. You got to fit it back in there and flip it over. This is over.